Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is your Ram Sai. In this video, we are going to discuss about disaster management. It is an occurrence or arising with a little or no warning, which causes serious disruption in the life or death or injury to a large number of people and requires mobilization of effort in excess of that is provided by the emergency services. That means when the disaster is happening, there is a death of many people is happening and injuries to the large number of people is happening, so that there is an effort is needed and excess of that the emergency is also provided by the government or some of the NGOs that will recover the people who are injury death. In case of death we can't do anything, but the people who injured we can recover. And the property loss, no, the property also we have to recover. We have to build a normal they have to change the places. A lot of things are there, that is the services are provided by the government. Types of disasters, there are two types of disaster mainly, that are natural disasters and man-made disasters. Natural disasters include the earthquake, volcano eruptions, and floods, droughts, landslides, cyclones, tsunami, forest fires. Everything comes under the natural disasters. And the man-made disasters include forest fires that are done intentionally the people are lighting the litter, then it will lead to the forest fire. And chemical industry is also leading to the disaster, and oil spills in the oceans, nuclear accidents, everything comes under the man-made disaster. Hybrid disaster also comes under the man-made only, mostly like deforestation done by the people, or increase in the frequency of floods is happening due to the deforestation. Let us discuss about the floods first. Floods is mainly occurring in the countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, China, Colombia are the major flood-prone areas, flood-prone countries. Flood-prone areas in India mainly in the Ganga Basin in Uttar Pradesh. In India, Ganga Basin, in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and West Bengal. From the floods are happening from the Ganga Basin. From the Brahmaputra Basin in Assam. In Assam, floods are mainly coming from the Brahmaputra Basin. And Subarna Rekha in Orissa. Subarna Rekha in Orissa. Here the floods are more frequent due to the deforestation. See, everything is interlinked. Due to the deforestation, climate change is happening. Due to the climate change, the floods are oceans are getting increased due to the melting of ice caps, and the increase in the amount of water in the ocean, that leads to the floods. So everything is interlinked. Climate change, these floods, everything interlinked due to the deforestation that is mainly made by the man. We have to accept it. So we have to take the measures. We have to plant the trees. That is the main remedy for this. Yeah, what are the pre-disaster measurements should be taken? We have to building the dams and canals, developing the flood warning systems, master plan for the floodplain management. Everything we have to we have to pre-disasterly we have to take the measures. Public awareness is also most important, because if the floods or anything is happening, they will get panic. So in order to stop that panic situation, we have to give the awareness. Yeah, this will be happening, you have to be ready to face that. So don't no need to panic anything like that. We have to train the people and the government officials to give the service, and the police also, and NGOs also. We have to give the training to them to provide an awareness to the people. Yeah, let's discuss about the droughts. How the droughts is happening. Drought is the most widespread hydrometeorological syndrome of prolonged period of water scarcity affecting the natural resources, environment, and thereby the people. Everything is done by the prolonged. There will be scarcity of water is happening primarily, so that leading and prolonged period of time, that is leads to the droughts. environmental changes, climate changes, land use changes, natural resource degradation, how aggravates the drought occurrence. This leads to the everything is see that everything is interlinked. Climate change, land use changes, natural resource degradation, everything leads to the formation of drought. See, in India, 13 states are declared as drought prone areas. They will get repeatedly drought, but depending upon the periodicity, varying according to the period. How to take the measures when the drought is going to come? This can be done either by the monitoring the drought, causing the condition, or predicting the forecasting the weather condition. Yeah, this is what we can do. We have to forecast the weather condition, whether the weather is climate is changing or not. What are the measures to be taken? What are the measures to be taken to in order to conserve the water? Like that, we can predict and we can do some measures. The objective of designing an EWS is to keep the track of leading indicators, agroclimatic, market, socio-economical indicators, late anthropogenic effect indicators, and anthropometric indicators to get ample lead time to intervene at a drought onset phase itself. See the picture, we can easily understand the drought condition. Majorly, primarily farmers are getting affected due to the drought, so they cannot live. The life of the farmers getting very difficult by the drought condition. So they cannot grow the crop. They cannot get economical situation of the farmers getting down. So there is a increase in the deaths of the farmers. First of all, farmers getting affected due to the drought condition. Let us come to the earthquakes. How the earthquake is happening? They are mainly occurs in the circum-Pacific belt, Himalayas, Indonesia, Alps mountains. More than 55 areas of India is vulnerable to the earthquake. More than 55%, more than the half percent, getting affected by the earthquake. It causes the sudden ground movements which can lead to the collapse of the structures, landslides, tsunami, floods. First of all, the structures, landslides, totally cracking is happening in the ground, which leading to the total destruction of the total structures and the landslides happening. Let us discuss some of the examples of the earthquake. Koina earthquake happened in the Maharashtra. 7.5 magnitude it is happened. With the earthquake, the epicenter near the Koina Dam flattened Koina Nagar and township, killed about 200 people and injured many more. Many people are injured, but 200 people were died due to the 7.5 magnitude in the Koina in the Maharashtra. One more place in the Maharashtra, that is Latur. Latur in the Maharashtra, 6.3 magnitude is happened. Earthquake with the epicenter near the Killari killed about 7,000 people. Injured nearly 16,000 people are get injured. 7,000 people are got died due to the Latur Maharashtra place due to the 6.3 magnitude of earthquake. In Jabalpur also 6 magnitude earthquake came and killed around 48 people and injured many people. In Bhuj also 7.8 7.9 magnitude of the earthquake came and killed around 20,000 people and injured many lakhs of the people got injured in the Bhuj. In Japan also 6.8 magnitude of the earthquake rocked the country and killed and injured many people. It also caused radiation leak, tsunami waves and destruction. For most of the destruction is mainly happening in the Japan, but the recovery rate also very speed. We have to learn from that. Pre-disaster measurement. What are the pre-disaster measurement for the earthquake? Mapping of earthquake shock intensity zones. We have to map that. When we can predict when the intensity increases, there will be chance of getting the earthquake. And the public awareness program should be done, and training the risk operation police and NGOs. Everyone we have to train them and making the existing buildings safe for the earthquake. So we cannot stop the earthquake, but we have to build the strong buildings in order to get very little destruction, and we can evacuate the place very soon from that, like that. The construction of new earthquake resistant buildings, that's what I'm telling. It will not resist the earthquake. It will damage definitely, but you can come out of the home very speed. If the strong buildings are made, you can come and you can save your you can save your life, right? So that a strong building should be made. Development of earthquake warning systems also, and insurance for the properties. Yeah, if the properties are lost, we can claim the insurance and we can regain the money, and we can regain our infrastructure and everything. Cyclones, they are formed when the sea surface temperature is above 26 degrees centigrade. If sea surface temperature is increased around 26 degrees centigrade, they occur on the mainly eastern part of the continent, move like a spinning and lost for the week. Like this, it will create the spinning movement inside the ocean, and it leads to the cyclone formation. Weekly or more it is happening, and it has the different meanings, different names in different places. Let us discuss that also. In tropical areas we called it as a cyclones. Hurricanes in the Atlantic area, in Atlantic, we can call it as a hurricanes. And also typhoons in the western Pacific, cyclones in Indian Ocean, willy willy in Australia we will name it as a willy willies. The measurements to be taken when the cyclone is happening. Before we have to planting the trees is the most important thing which can prevent many disasters, like 50 to 70% of the disasters can be eradicated by planting more trees. So it will give the life to the people, all the organisms, as well as it will stop the disaster also. And construction of the dams along the coast, construction of storm belts, storm shelters, and also developing the proper drainage system for heavy rains, and construction of wide roads should be done due to the quick evacuation from the places, and also developing the radio or siren system to give the early warnings. If the storm is happening, the siren will get activated, and they will give the warnings. Yeah, it's going to come, so please evacuate fast, like that it will give the sign we have to evacuate from that place. And mapping of the path of cyclonic storms, public awareness and training should be done. Yeah, like this the cyclone is happening, like this it will rotate in a anti-clock and clockwise direction, so that the cyclone is happening. Tsunami, how the tsunami is happening? It can be generated when the sea floor abruptly deformed and vertically displaces. It can be vertically displaces, like this the tsunami is happening. It can be displaced in the vertically, and overlying the water it can be vertically displaced due to the deforms, and due to the earthquake under the ocean, then it will lead to the tsunami. Pre-disaster measures for the tsunami. The government of India has put in a place an early warning system under the control of Indian National Center for the Ocean Information Services, INCOIS, at Hyderabad. And seismic and sea level data are continuously monitored in early warning centers. They will continuously monitor the how the disaster is coming, what is the status of it as of now. Like that they can analyze and they can intimate us easily, and fast they will intimate us. Tsunami warnings are generated and disseminated to concerned authority for action, and they will tell to the authority to take the action. The efficiency of this system was approved during the large under the sea earthquake of 8.4 m that occurred in the September 12, 2007 in Indian Ocean. In Indian Ocean, September 12, 2007, the tsunamis happened, so that they initiated this good thing for the monitoring. 2004 tsunami also prompted the NDMA to formulate the tsunami risk management guidelines. For getting the management guidelines, 2004 tsunami made the formulation, so that only they got initiated the NDMA. And also the guidelines recommends practical and effective ways of awareness generation, capacity building and education training, research development and better tsunami risk management. Disaster management aims to reduce and avoid the potential losses of the hazards, mainly for provide the appropriate assistance to the victims, for the people who are got affected. So in order to recover them, these disaster managements are opted. And also disaster management cycle include the shaping of public policies and the plans that modifies the causes of disaster or mitigation their effect. That's what mitigation. For the mitigation of the effect, they have planned the disaster management. There are four methods that are mitigation, preparedness, response and recovery. Let us discuss these four in detail. What is mitigation? Mitigation is the minimizes the effect of disaster. That means it will reduces the effect. It includes the vulnerability analysis, zoning and land use management, preventive health care and public education. Its effectiveness depends upon the availability of information on the hazard, emergency risk and countermeasures to be taken. What are the measures to be taken? What is the present status? They can analyze and they can intimate. That is known as the mitigation, which reduces the effect mainly. Preparedness. What is preparedness? It tries to achieve the satisfactory level of readiness to the respond to disaster. That means they know that we cannot stop the disaster, but we have to be ready to face it. We have to be ready to face it. That means we have to evacuate the places. That means we have to leave the place and we have to save as much as the people. Like that they will be ready to face it and they will give the inner strength which can be supporting the life. And it will be preparedness plans include emergency training, warning systems, evacuation plans and training, mutual aid agreements and public education. That's what I said. Response include it provides the immediate assistance to the maintenance of the life. That means for maintaining the life immediately they will produce they will give some of the assistance and improve the health support more moral of the affected people. For the affected people they will support in economical way, or some of the way they will give the treatment. Like that they will respond and tries to meet the basic needs. First of all they will provide the basic needs, and which involves the humanitarian organization. Recovery includes it returns the community to the normal. It includes the returning vital life support system, temporary housing. They will provide the temporary housing. They will produce like public information. They will give the public information. Reconstruction of the areas will take in the action, and also counseling to the economic impact studies. For the economical impact also they will give some assistance and they will give the support. This is known as the recovery. Thank you so much. This is your Ram Sai. By this, we will end the session. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel so that you will get notified for further updates. And also, please, I am going to provide a link of Telegram channel. In that, I am going to provide all the PDFs, all the important notes, and all the important links. I am going to put in the Telegram channel. Please join my channel so that you will get benefited. Please like, share and subscribe my channel so that it will reach the more people who are in need. Thank you so much. This is your Ram Sai signing off.